It's important to accept the fact that not everyone is meant to do this life with us. Not everyone we meet, we're supposed to go into this long journey of, connection and love and growing together. It's important to realize and understand that every single person that you come in contact with, the connection that you have with them, from the mailman to your mother to your children to your partner, there is an expiration date. It's important to accept that for so many reasons, and one of the reasons really is that you can cherish that connection and that relationship even more if you are aware, if you're consistently aware of the fact that one day this is going to end. Whether it's you leaving the situation, them leaving, someone having a death, someone moving far away where it might not be a total, disconnect, y'all's journeys going on different levels. It's so many reasons. It could be a toxic situation. It can be something that you would never even expect, that person and you would never even expect. But I think it's just so important to remember that every single connection that you have with everyone and really everything here is temporary. I think that when you do this, when a relationship is over, and I'm not just talking about intimate relationships, but when a connection is over, you can go back on that connection, and instead of feeling the hurt or the bitterness, the pain that might have come from you guys disconnecting, you can go back and see the lesson. You can go back and see, what is it that this person did for me? Okay, this person, sometimes it's as small as this person introduced you to a new song that changed your life, or an app, a product, something that helped you heal something, to something as big as them helping you realize something about yourself, or them being a part of a certain point in your growth, or something that you needed to heal from and they played a part. You connected with them during that time, and then that's what it was. It doesn't really matter how it ends. It feels like it does. It feels like in the moment of the situation, especially if there's emotions involved, it feels like this is so big, but it's really not. And I think that when you get to a point of acceptance, true acceptance, then you realize this, and you don't go through your relationships, and I'm not just talking about intimate relationships, but you don't go through the connections and the relationships that you have with other people, you don't go through them with such attachment. You go through them with more acceptance. When you have acceptance for a connection with someone, not only are you able to cherish them more, as I mentioned, but you're also able to not possess them. You're able to go about the connection in a more healthy way, because this is not your person. You might love this person. This might be your favorite person right now. But it's just when you have this deep, true understanding and this deep knowing that this connection is going to end, it helps you to be more in the moment with you guys, this relationship. It helps you to cherish things more. And I mean, you can find this in books like The 48 Laws of Power, where it's human nature for us to take another person for granted. Someone that you're used to all the time, someone that you spend time with all the time, someone that you're used to serving you. I don't care how, in tune you are. I don't care how good of a heart you have. It's a human nature thing for us to take each other for granted. It's human nature. I'm a very intentional person, and I'm sure I've done this before. So I just think that when you go about your connections with everyone, from the mailman to your children's teacher, to the people that you truly love, when you go through this connection with more attuneness, with more understanding that you guys are, that this has to end one day. It doesn't have to be when I talk about this, people are like, oh my God, that's so negative and I don't want to think about that. But that's the problem. You're thinking about this being a negative thing. When you have acceptance, it isn't a negative thing. There is no negative, okay? Things are either this way or that way, and you may not like them, you may not agree to it, but it's not a negative thing. It just is what it is. Even if it disturbs your energy, even if it fucks with you, it doesn't mean that it's a negative thing. And the reason why I say that is because everything happens for a reason. Everything is divine. Even the things that hurt us, we're always able to go back and be like, okay, I actually needed that. Like, that was crazy, but that really helped me, So I just think it's so important for us to understand that the connections and the relationships that we have with every single being on this earth is going to end one day. And I think that the more we say that to yourself, if that's what it takes for you to have this understanding. I believe that when you do this, when you're with that individual, you are more into turning off your phone, getting off of your phone and spending more time with them. You are doing more of setting aside time for this person or for your children or whoever this is. When you truly have the understanding that one day, just like any of the people in your life who you no longer have physically here, you're gonna be like, yo, I gotta do some stuff with you. I gotta take this moment in more. I gotta call her up or call him up and be like, hey, what's up? I love you, what's up? I gotta text this person and let them know that I love them. Like, you don't have to wait and okay, not my camera going dead in the middle of me doing my thing, okay? But yeah, so you just don't have to wait for a funeral. You don't have to wait. Like, I just, like, it amazes me that we do that. It amazes me that mostly everybody watching this has dealt with the death that really hurt them. Some of you guys are dealing with a death that you're still healing from. And because honestly, you never really get over that. You just learn how to cope with it. If it's someone really close to you, you never really get over someone really close to you being physically gone. You just learn ways to cope and go through life without it affecting you so much. And so something so deep, right? But somehow the funeral is still the time that the whole family gets together. For at least most of us. Somehow we still end up taking each other for granted. And so I think that the reason why is because we don't have acceptance. We have not understood yet as a collective that this person is literally not going to be here. I don't give a damn how much this person loves you, what you guys got going on, how much money you got, how much you're praying, what you believe in. There's nothing that is going to keep us all here together on this planet together forever. Like, there's nothing that is going to keep all of the friends, every single friendship that you have, there's nothing on this planet that can keep those friendships going. How else will you learn? How will you learn to set boundaries? How will you learn to love yourself if these kind of things don't end? So it's just so important to embrace the fact that we're all here to learn from each other and to teach each other. It's so important to let a friendship or a connection, a lover, to let them go and to be able to realize that one day you're going to see, even if you don't see it now, you're going to see why this had to happen. A lot of you can say today, you guys have exes, you guys have ex-friends, that, and you're over that connection ending, and you can see the lessons in that. So this new situation that you're dealing with or that you're about to deal with, it's not any different. It's just the acceptance of the fact that we're not all going to be connected. And sometimes, this is the cool thing about life, sometimes these connections will go apart and then you'll come back together. Sometimes that happens. I love seeing a love story where a couple was together or married for some years and then they split up and they got together after like 12, 13 years, many years later, like when you wouldn't even think that it would happen. It just really reminds me the importance of letting go and letting things flow, you know, not trying to possess each other, not trying to control one another in the direction that our relationships are supposed to go in, you know. It reminds me to live an unforced life, unforced, you know, to have unforced connections that don't have to be forced, that are just natural, you know. And it's like, you know how it is. As soon as you two start forcing it, it's gonna be friction. Like it's not gonna go right. So I just think it's so important to just have that acceptance in your heart, just to know that it's okay. It's okay. And ask yourself these questions like, why can't I disconnect from this person? Why do I have this attachment to this person? Is this really what this person has done for me and what they're doing for me, or is this me? You know, is it something that is missing inside of me where I can't seem to let this connection go? Once you do this, and you do this again and again, and life is going to take you through it again and again, and you are going to get to a point where you get the first red flags or the signs that it's time for this connection to end, and you don't have to end it in anger and animosity and cattiness, you know. You won't have to be so emotional and so caught up. You're just gonna say, all right, okay, I got it. I got what I was supposed to get from this. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate this. You know, a lot of times we can't do that. That's why we end our connections by ghosting each other and sending mean text messages and all this low vibrational shit that you put in too much energy into. It don't even be that serious. It just be that we were not taught to accept the fact that none of our connections are meant to last forever. You can be married to the same man, the same woman for your whole 3D life here, and you guys still gotta end it sometime, unless y'all gonna die together, which that does happen too. Couples live and die together, right? But it's rare. So I just wanted to give this message of acceptance. Y'all see me talk about it all the time. It's my quote that I made: acceptance is the greatest expression of love. Acceptance is the greatest expression of love. Say that. Acceptance is the greatest expression of love. That's a quote that came to me. I don't even remember when. It was a few years ago. And it gave me so much power. It gave me so much power. And I'm not just talking about love like self-love or love with someone else. I'm talking about period. Acceptance is the greatest expression of love. It's the greatest thing that you can do. When you love someone else, the greatest thing you can do is accept them. If you're truly loving yourself, the greatest thing you can do is accept you. The greatest thing you can do for you is accept them and accept the situation, accept what's happening, accept that you can't control it, accept the direction that it's going in. Acceptance, okay? Acceptance is the greatest expression of love. For those of you watching, I hope you enjoyed this short video. This was my first episode of Earth is School. I don't want to make this a whole like extra YouTube-y crazy thing. I just want to talk to y'all. I just want to sit here and vibe with y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then please hit the thumbs up. Share this video if it touched you. If you feel like there's someone you might know that might need to see this video, share it. Like, let YouTube know that your girl needs to be in the suggestion box, okay? Don't forget to hit the thanks button if that's what you want to do, if you want to support my channel, if you want to see more videos like this. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget that Earth is school, okay? We're all here learning. Don't forget that. Earth is school. That's all we're doing. It's not that serious. It's not that big. We're all learning, okay? All right, until next time. Peace out.
Long as you got your eyes, got your trippy on them private jets, taking trips, come back at 6, wake me and your child, and it won't lay today, make me wonder who you might have been playing with, makes me wonder who you think you're playing with. I'm just telling myself to keep playing this record back over and over again. Swear that you changed, but I noticed the end. I want you on scene, thinking be. That's why you think I left by one at a time. Got tired of your shit, you almost lost your mind. Long stay, call your name. You'll continue to try to play these games. Leave your family in the cold and rain. And I don't think you'll ever change your ways. Cause our house is not a home where no one's there. So alone, no one's there. Should I move on since no one's here? Hey, you know what you got is good, that's why you refuse to let me walk out to life. You refuse to match up with my vibe. You keep wasting my time, you keep wasting my time. Don't you on scene? Think you know your girl is so funny to be. That's why you think I left by one at a time. Got tired of your shit, you almost lost your mind. Long stay, call your name. You'll continue to try to play these games. Leave your family in the cold and rain. And I don't think you'll ever change your ways. Cause our house is not a home where no one's there. So alone, no one's there. Should I move on since no one's here? Hey, you know.
I see you in the moonlight dancing, yeah. Only need one chance, girl, right here. One night stand, please don't have fear.